Here in Elkhart County, Indiana, we are the RV capital of the world. Almost 90% of the nation's recreational vehicles are built within about a 50-mile radius. There's been about 4 primary suppliers for the exterior graphics for the RV industry, and there really has not been a new player in this space for over 25 years. The majority of the RV manufacturers are ready to have somebody disrupt this space. My plan is to be a disruptor and disrupt the way it has been done for so long. This machine will help me in my disruptive path that I'm on. I am Doug Graham. I am the Vice President and General Manager here at 1440 Designs. The industry is currently served by suppliers that are heavily invested in screen printing. With screen printing, you run into a lot of needs to overproduce product. What happens when you do that is your ability to make changes is very limited. The OEM RV manufacturers need a better option. So the very first thing was, what's the right digital equipment that could handle the volume that we're going to be driving in this business? When I made my first contact with Fujifilm, it became extremely apparent that Fujifilm was the company I wanted to partner with. And I felt so comfortable, full transparency, I stopped looking at anything else. The Acuity Ultra, or the R2 as I like to call it, immediately got my attention. Just seeing that piece of equipment run when my first trip to the demo center, it was like, wow. The color capabilities, you can really get vibrant colors and designs that I think even a few short years ago might not have been possible in this digital space. The fact that I can run multiple jobs on that machine at the same time. You load your material on the backside of this machine and you're printing. I don't need somebody standing there all day long loading, unloading material. This equipment has really enabled us to be super responsive. If I had a team out today doing a proto install on one of their brands, traditionally that could take days or a week. This is something that we could turn in hours instead of days. A customer could call me at 8 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, we got a fire drill over here. Is there any way you could get this out to us by tomorrow? And our answer so far has been, no, we can't get it to you tomorrow. How about we get that to you today? The more I learned about the capabilities of the equipment, the more I learned that we could get into a lot more stuff than just the exterior vinyl on an RV. I can help support their marketing needs as well. The ability to print banners for their shows. It's kind of endless on what we can do with that. It's just going to give some options to the RV consumer that they've really not had before. Knowing that I'm going to put some of these other suppliers on their heels a little bit and they're not expecting it, that's almost a victory in itself. Our competitors, sure, they're going to up their game now too. That's not a bad thing. The net result there is a win for the industry. Not to be cliche in saying that, the best form of flattery is when somebody copies you, but that's going to happen. That's fine. By the time somebody figures out what we're doing here, we're going to be on to step 2 and we're going to take it to the next level. So I think that's one of the biggest assets we have with the partnership with Fujifilm.